So thank you for taking time to chat with me. Really enjoyed the film. Really enjoyed both of your work as well. And
Awesome.
I think that Brian is a great example of a film that's like deeply uncomfortable and makes me want to look away out of secondhand embarrassment, but it's also hilarious. And I think, both of you are no strangers to this tone. Gemstones does that a lot. Shortcomings did that. So why do you think that discomfort lends itself so well to comedy?
Hmm. Wow, we. I think
Yeah.
because it's human. I think
hmm
because something in our like primate brains and hearts uh goes like ooh, ooh, like if we know what we know it's us, you know what I mean? It's I think true is true, and I think
hmm
sometimes when the truth is extra cringe. I think because when it's painful, when it happens to us in real life, to see another human go through it and know that you're safe and like completely like not in danger as you're watching it, I think there's something primal about it, honestly.
Mm. Yeah, I agree. And I feel like it's the kinds of experiences that we all go through, but we rarely talk about or
Hmm.
openly acknowledge. It's kind of like, oh, we tuck away those minor indignities that happen to us every day, and to see them kind of on full display is very cathartic.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, obviously, this is a hilarious film, but I think as funny as it is, it also has this great emotional core. So how as performers do you guys go about balancing this humor with like this sincere emotion?
Well, I think for me at least, it's all the same thing. It all just is it's true or not. And it's coming from the same place, in my opinion, of
Mm.
uh just striving for or allowing authenticity and allowing myself to really be that person and really feel it, whether it's some wild moment where Randall and I are getting to riff at a dinner table, or whether it's consoling Brian after he kind of has a big breakdown. Like I think it's kind of all the same. It's all the same, if that makes
Mhm.
sense.
I think it certainly like helps when the cast is so um uh real as well and grounded in even the silly
Totally.
moments. Like no one is outside of the realm of like human, and in their performance and because of that, it's not so it doesn't feel so much it doesn't feel false to go from one place to another. You could it just all feels like, yeah, th this is all just a part of the of life, for
Mhm.
these characters, and the writing certainly is a big part of that, and Will's directing. It just kind of all we were all on the same page in terms of like these are real people, as
Mhm.
as silly as they get at times.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, that's how every single one of us humans is in real life. You're
Mhm.
from one minute to the next, you could be in full despair and then laughing and then making someone else laugh. And then,
Mhm.
we go through the gamut every day. And I'm just grateful that this movie isn't afraid of that, isn't afraid of
Mhm.
the rainbow.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, one of the things that I found really refreshing about this film is that even though it's, maybe at its core familiar and it has like these universal themes, it avoids a lot of the cliches. So what made this film feel special to you guys when you read it and were performing in it?
Dude, for me, a huge part of it was exactly what you just said,
Mhm.
that it it has like uh, a messiness, for lack of a better word, with dealing with a coming of age story and
Mhm.
the protagonist's family that I found uh, very interesting and very authentic, and not it never hit me as false or cheesy. Um, that was a huge part of it for me was the script that
Mhm.
Mike Collins wrote. And I told someone else this too, but honestly, a huge part of it was knowing Randall was going to play the dad. And I just knew like, okay, this is as cool as I thought it was. The script is as cool as I thought it was.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think for me it was upon the first read, where I was just like, oh, I haven't read anything quite like this before, and I've read other kind of coming of age stories and also acted in other coming of age stories, but this one felt there was a certain kind of quality to it that felt very unique and special, you know. Uh, so yeah, that was a big part of it.
Yeah,
And when I
and
found out Edie was cast, I was like, yes, this is amazing. On top of Ben, who I knew beforehand, and hadn't worked with, but it just felt like just a great group to you know
Yeah.
to
yeah,
work with.
yeah, and you mentioned that group, and I think the dynamic between the three of you, including Ben, uh, is just so lived in and believable. How did you guys go about building this dynamic?
You know what? I think a huge part of that was we just lucked into
Mhm.
um very very nice very nice people slash really good actors on this movie. I feel like part of that is just absolute luck because we didn't have to find the
Yeah.
we didn't have to find the groove. The groove just like was sort of already there, which was was I grateful for that.
Hmm.
Um
Yeah, and we all
yeah.
like hung out like immediately. We
Hmm.
even outside of the set, we all hung out, and that doesn't always happen like right off the bat, you know. But I think we all just really enjoyed each other's company, and we caught a basketball game together, which was really fun. Yeah,
That's right.
yeah,
My first ever sitting on the floor.
Oh wow.
that's really cool.
Yeah. Oh, wow is right. It was awesome.
Yeah, and obviously the two of you have a lot of background on these like huge TV shows. Brian is this more independent film. What's the difference for you guys in working in like these two different formats?
I mean, a big part of it is just the the scope is so different. I did this not long after my Gemstones season ended, and yeah, it's just sort of like, oh, we're gonna go to this house and we're just gonna shoot in this house all day. Whoa, you know? Because yeah, I had been so used to like we'll be in this massive place and then we'll be in this massive place and then we'll and you'll put on ice skater outfits and basically giant prom dresses all day long. And yeah, I think as sort of basic as that might sound, just the scale of it all was very an interesting jump and fun to play with as a difference from what I had just done. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Do you have anything
Yeah,
to add?
I mean, so this same obviously, um, but at the same time, ultimately it's all the same, like
Yeah.
yeah, it's all just like um you're just playing with other people, and uh and it's hard work, but when it's right, it feels really great. And this one felt just really great, the moment we all met each other and dove into those scenes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much again for your time. Really, really loved this film, and I can't wait to see what you guys do next.
Thank
Awesome.
you,
Thanks,
Sean.
Sean.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
You too.